Hey guys, just gonna provide some commentary on this 11 siege I did earlier. Let me know if you like this type of format. Inferno, and then CDF. Tanked, moved a bunch of the mobs, so my rain of fire gonna miss, but it's okay. The small mobs die really fast anyways. So I'm just trying to prioritize the enforcer here. You can see that I'm not really the DPS meters. That's because Destro takes a while to ramp, and paladins and shamans can kill the small lads really quickly. So hopefully this pack is a little bit better. So what you want to do here is kind of CDF instantly. Um, here I should have sent the Ruination proc a bit earlier because all the small lads died by the time I sent it. And then just back to Chaos Bolting. I kind of do like this build a lot because you have CDF to kind of insta burst on packs to compete with other classes. And yeah, I set up the demonic circle here just to make sure I don't get hooked in. Next pool is quite a difficult pool. So I'm just going to Kata and then cancel some casts and send the Ruination proc and focus the Enforcer. It's a little bit hard to see because of the water here, so I have to be careful with that on this pool. Now you want CDF as soon as it's off cooldown so you can get 2 rounds of CDF, one at the start and one at the end before the pack dies. And then just Shadow Burn when they're low, or prior damage when you just have 1 shard. This patio always gets pulled for some reason. I don't know, I probably should have waited to send my cooldowns to see what's happening here. That's okay. So I was just trying to see what happens here because I wiped that pack like in numerous times in different pug groups. It's usually GG, but it's okay, we keep going. I sent my Inferno, so now I really have nothing for this pack. Okay, this time we did it properly, everyone undecided, so get the patrol. Nothing much, just scale sporting and sending stuff off cooldown. Shadow burning. And then back to it, so Kata. Get hooked in. Kata again. CDF, the small mobs are almost dead here. And then back to priority damage. I'm focusing this caster because we have no kicks, and on an 11 there's a lot of damage. That's probably one mob you want to Curse of Tongues as well, actually. Back at it. Gotta. Probably should have dropped a demonic circle so I could portal back, but. And now the mobs are a bit low, so I'm just gonna shadow burn. So I get fixated first, which is a bit unfortunate. The only spells I can really cast while moving are Shadow Burn and Conflag, so I'm just gonna cast those. Run them into the bomb. CDF off cooldown. And yeah, I definitely recommend having the Demonic Circle to get away from that. You want to pool a few soul shards before the boss gets done so you can do the maximum amount of damage when you have the damage amp. So I just Inferno here, and I'm ready to go. Then while you're moving, just back to Shadow Burning and Gunflagging. Oh, it did decent damage. I think the Paladin is getting PI'd, but we had a few asphyxiates on. Just trying to see what the tank's doing so I don't miss my Cataclysm. Really, if you can like open a pack with the Kata into CDF into Ruination proc, that's gonna get your biggest AoE burst out. It's just packs grouped. Otherwise, it really does take a while to ramp the AoE damage. I'm just mouse overing the low HP mobs for the Shadow Burn. And then just prioritizing. Destro is pretty good in this dungeon because you do have some spells you can cast while moving. And you can also imp the spell for the last boss. It's a little bit more mobile than AF. You can actually run a few more talents and get rid of CDF to be like even more mobile, but I'm liking the CDF. The priest can get to the spot fast enough. So yeah, you see, by the time I get to the pack and do anything, it's pretty much almost dead because of the small, because the mobs have less HP, the small mobs. I could probably just gate it over there faster, but so here we have everything ready to go. I have Ruination proc, We have Inferno, everything's of cooldown. Also have Battle Pod. So let's see what we can do here. Just gonna Kata, CDF, send the Ruination proc. So you can see I kind of bursted on par with the Paladin right there. Next pool is also pretty hard. Now we don't have any cities here. Ideally, I feel like this is probably a good idea to lose this pool. Because the boss really doesn't do much. So we got CDF, send the Ruination proc. It's a little bit hard to CDF here because of all these mechanics. So yeah, this is another boss where you kind of, it's good to play Destro because you can move quite easily while shadow burning. That's one of the changes I really like in the War Within. All the spells you can cast while moving on Destro, so you're not as punished for doing mechanics. Yeah, it's normal opening and then just shadow burn the small mobs. Ideally, this cannon thing should be done by not the tank. You can see, because the tank did it, the dot actually went on me and then the pally had to whop me. It's better for DPS design mechanic. Yeah, did some weird movement. Thought I might have died, so I just ducked back. Not really that much to this boss, just dots of stuff on the ground and use it defensive if you got the dot on you. It's a pretty good Destro fight as well.
Stop them, and we may have a chance at driving them from Boralus. I'll rally the militia and secure the castle. Good hunting. Heroes, Ashvane's forces are attempting to break through our southern.
So we have another few danger spells coming up ahead.
I'll rally the militia and secure the castle.
Destro does have quite decent prior damage now, and especially in this build, your Chaos Bolting and Shadow Burning, and just passively cleaving really. But yeah, if you do have too many shells, you just throw in a few Rain of Fires, so you don't shot cap. I was playing with Soulfire, but I feel like CDF might be the play. It does a lot of damage, and it helps you get damage onto mobs with low HP, and you can keep your Immolate up permanently as well. But Soulfire is also pretty fun to press. It's just does damage to one thing instead of CDF. What I try to do is just pick a target and set focus on it early on, and then kick one of the priority casts. Probably would have been better to just keep Chaos Mountain, but I chose to use a few Rain of Fires there. This has quite a few builds and few talent choices that you can take. Sim quite similarly, so this will is quite spicy as well. Just kind of want to use every defensive here. Oh, these mobs are really dangerous, so just focus down the small HP mobs. Ideally, you'd probably want to skip this with Shroud or Missing, but just trying to prio and use Dark Pact preemptively. So yeah, CDF just comes at the end, so that's really why you want a CDF at the start. This pack kind of sucks as well. You can max range this Raider at 40 yards and probably still hit him. But the problem is the other guy's gonna jump to you. Here we all kick the same target, so we didn't have a kick for the second thing. This is probably why it's a good idea for the casters to hold a kick. This is pretty much the last pool, and then boss. Um, Same kind of situation. You probably just want to Curse of Tongues the caster, which I didn't do. I'm just summoning my imp here because there's nothing else for me to kick anymore, and I'll need it for the last boss. And also the imp is range, so it's gonna do way more damage than the other pet. This you probably need a defensive for each of the slams to come out. It's almost one-shotting us here. It's on a 11. So we, yep, as without any defensive, so I'm pretty sure that would have skilled me on a hierarchy level. I dark pack this one. This fight is pretty easy to play. Just make sure you stay in this kind of square area and then have a demonic circle up just in case, and make sure you don't pull this back. That the tank can pull. Then a purple marker. Just lost this boss. Which I think is fine because we're quite safe on the last boss since it got nerfed, and we have Warlock, so I can dispel. I'm standing a bit too far out. I should really be closer to that square. In the next fight, it's quite important to know when your imp is, so you can always get the dispel. This is like a lot of movement, and it's easy for your imp to get lost. So I told the priest to dispel first, and I'll just get the other one. I'm actually really just prioritizing getting the dispel off as quickly as I can. Because we have plenty of time to kill this boss, and that's really the only scary part now that they removed the slam. So with the cannons, ideally you want the DPS to do it because you want the tank to get to the next platform as soon as you can. You can just skate across. Okay, so here let me try dispelling myself, but that's my imp is. Not sure where he is actually. So yeah, can't seem to be dispelling. I can't summon my pet last. So I keep thinking the slam is gonna come actually, so I cancel my cost there. But they remove that, which is amazing. So I summon my pet again. Dispel. And here I'm just gonna save cooldown to the last platform. Ah, the shaman is gonna do it. I guess it kind of makes sense. So you can Ghost Wolf. So I just recommend using a defensive here. If the dot goes out and you haven't grouped up. So here I'm trying to dispel, but can't really summon my imp again. He does have a button that makes him jump to you, but I'm not sure that wasn't working either, so maybe you have to like pet move him with you and keep an eye. Here I couldn't dispel the shaman because I think he was on a side. Yeah, I just kill this guy and then it's pretty much free. Yeah, this place is a lot better after the nerfs. Now it's actually playable. The slam on this last boss was just too much. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. The talents and everything are in the description. Commentary on this 11 Siege. Hey guys, just gonna provide some